turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. On we'll go, finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest, echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
ले भाई आ गया लियो भाई सिस्टम आ गया वापस अरे यार मेरा इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कट गया था यार, किस्मत ही खराब हुआ है न्यू सॉन्ग हाँ भाई ये तो परसों ही लगा दिया था न्यू सॉन्ग परसों ही लगा दिया था भाई अरे यार मेरा इलेक्ट्रिसिटी ना भाई क्या गर्मी लग रहा है अब भाई ठीक है नॉट अ बिग डील 5-5 का स्कोर होते हुए इसके बाद एक और मैच है दोनों मैचेस का वॉच पार्टी कर लूंगा यार
Bit of that half buy for Gen G though.
So this is where they're strongest, right?
Yes, let's test that fury. Because for now it's working out. Mako has been taken down. No more smokes for DRX. Buzz able to fight back though, but this means DRX has to push through, persevere into the A site. Managed to shut the door for the time being. Texture though, just right up around the corner, fires off a couple of shots. Keep them on their toes.
Yeah, Texture just desperate. Try to take someone down. They stop a plant or try to hit someone in hell, but nobody is taking a single shot. And so far the Sheriffs also have not quite.
Okay, Chimpy, guess what? बता guess what क्या बता
Bane's here and Wine is going to pick up another, and Texture also goes down. DRX will clean.
Okay.
Just only getting that one kill onto
DRX
in their eco. DRX now
you all around जीतती हुई
driver's seat all of a
first
sudden.
like अच्छा
back up.
चौड़ यार भाई, अरे यार 722 हो गया, 2 लोगों ने अनसब्सक्राइब मार दिया। भाग
Moving on, almost as if Gen
अंडी
G's
मंडी संडी जिसने भी
birthday
अनसब्सक्राइब
magic
किया
has
उसकी
run out.
समझ जाओ।
And that's why you have to think about it. Like
ये
that
क्या
was a
खेलते हैं ये
timeout
लोग?
from Coach Solo.
रिएक्शन टाइम देख रहे हैं
Maybe it didn't quite work out for the thrifty round, but it has
भाई,
to
इनका
for this
रिएक्शन
one.
टाइम बहुत सही है
Last
पता
round,
है।
first half, we've invested a lot.
अरे अरे तूने वो नहीं लगाया, क्या नहीं लगाया भाई?
9. He's set up.
अब क्या नहीं लगाया? किसका बात कर रहा है भाई, बता यार।
Ball bank spot. Doesn't catch anything though.
यार मैं तो मस्त चिल में हूँ यार,
Bit of presence. The
भाई
rest of the
बड़ा
team
मजा आ रहा है
See what
देखने में,
Buzz can do.
पता है बहुत ज्यादा मजा आ रहा है।
4 ults. It's a buy round for Gen G, but I think DRX are just going to send it again. They're just going to go with what has worked.
बता 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 क्या 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 सीन है भाई?
the corner.
अरे वो क्या लाइव, अरे यार वो भूल गया, माफ करो, अच्छा चीज याद दिलाया भाई तूने।
We used to play Jet himself, so now this is
और
going to be
रुक
an
जाओ,
open
इसको पिन मार देता हूँ यार।
quite shut yet though. Texture might
शुक्रिया
be
यार,
some of them as they hop
शुक्र
on
है,
over.
बताया मैं तो
Instead,
भूल
he
ही
does
गया था
not.
यार।
Stacks just narrowly evades and
कैट
fires
पिन
back
नहीं
and
लगाया
takes
यार।
a round. Now
ये
back into it,
भगवान,
still
मैं
the door
लगाना ही
left
भूल
open,
गया।
dark cover through and Munchkin able to push out.
ले भाई लगा दिया,
It's
क्या
gonna be
था
Buzz
हिंदी
catches
ब्रॉडकास्ट,
Lakia
ले
though, but
लगा
there's
दिया,
still some
लियो
players
भाई
coming out
सिस्टम।
the door. Buzz tries to hop on over, spots the head and just
तो
skewers
भूल ही
through
गया था भाई।
Jared's skull. It's gonna be a 7-5 for DRX.
अरे यार
So,
ओके,
DRX, they started
7-5
really
का स्कोर
slowly, but
बनते
they
हुए
decided they lost 4
ठीक है, लेट्स
rounds.
गो। अभी देखते रहे भाई, बस बन रहे तू, और इनका गेम प्ले देख और समझ कि ये लोग कैसे खेल रहे हैं।
And then they lost 1 round afterwards. They took 7 out of 8 in a row, and it was kind of lights out as well. Like the
ओके,
pushes on
नॉट अ
today
बिग
were
डील
not handled
भाई, आज बहुत गर्मी है। अभी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी मैच कर ही रहा था स्ट्रीम में कि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी भाग गई फटाक से, और गई तो गई फटाक से, आ भी गई।
Kind of making those really important members of Gen G not really a factor so far in this first half.
ओके,
That's why this is
हाफ
incredible.
टाइम का टाइम होते हुए, अरे मेरे चार्जर की प्रॉब्लम हो गई था इसीलिए कल नहीं आ पाया। अरे कोई इशू नहीं है बड़ी,
For a reaन.
एक दो दिन नहीं आओगे चलेगा यार, नॉट अ बिग डील।
DRX has shown so
ये वाला वॉच पार्टी खत्म करूंगा, ठीक है, इसकी ये वाला वॉच पार्टी खत्म करने के बाद अराउंड मान ले कि चल टू लाइक 1 घंटे का ब्रेक लूंगा, फिर वापस चालू कर दूंगा, समझ रहे? जस्ट 1 घंटे का ब्रेक लूंगा, फिर वापस चालू करूंगा, तो वैलोरेंट खेलूंगा, वैलोरेंट। इसमें तो रैंक ग्राइंड करना है ना, इमोर्टल जाना, इमोर्टल, नॉट अ बिग डील।
I mean, even just the fact, you know,
7-5 का स्कोर है, क्या लगता है?
that was kind of interesting, not very expected, but if they take a 2-0, that's like what is going on?
आ जा रहा है डिस्कॉर्ड पे।
How are they performing this well, and what happened to Gen G? I think that so
Okay.
far Gen G have played pretty well. I'm not sure if they're 10 out of 10 their
A
full
big deal, yeah.
form right now, but DRX have really leveled up as well, I feel.
That's right. I mean, every player right now, it's going to be Mako, Foxy9, Bane even. Still though, Gen G
ठीक है, अरे आज माइनक्राफ्ट सिंगल प्लेयर में फर्स्ट डे ही एमओआर बना लिया मैंने, छोड़ यार। आज वैलो की स्ट्रीम करके माइनक्राफ्ट वही सोच रहा है यार, आज सोचा है कि दोनों का स्ट्रीम कर लेता हूँ, थोड़ा वैलो थोड़ा माइनक्राफ्ट, क्या बोलता है? क्या और भी आने वाला है यार, क्या और भी बहुत जल्दी आने वाला है।
But he was just not looking the right way, and Buzz just got a free headshot on him as he was not there. And as you mentioned, nobody was able to follow up because there was just too much utility in the choke. And of course,
ये ठीक है,
so push very much stifled.
चल पहले देख लेते हैं क्या सीन रहता है। पहले आज रायट डेप्स,
They're just trying to set up around dark cover. This only works if DRX makes a mistake and they try to do something cheap and push through.
रायट डेप्स को देखेंगे आज क्या रायट डेप आएगा,
Bane along with the recon.
मतलब रायट वाला चीज देगा।
Trying to catch them off guard. Now having to swing back
ओके,
around.
नॉट अ बिग डील।
These players one by one, they've evened out the odds again. Buzz with the frenzy whiffs.
जन
Munchkin down to 1 HP, but it
ये
doesn't
पे
quite
ठीक
matter
है,
because the damage has been done. Meteor with a double smackdown. Gen G able to secure the pistol still.
भाई
Yeah.
एक मैच पे लगे पड़े हैं मेरे, क्या हो गया?
They lose texture. This might be it.
एक मैच
Like, well, also,
एक मिनट में तेरा
felt
क्या हो
like
गया यार?
DRX knew that they were
Ursh.
coming in still from that angle, and just the timing, you know. He checked in pizza. He's like, okay, he's not there, but then immediately
तेरा
after
भाई
Munchkin
क्लासिक
swings,
का स्किन
Meteor
चाहिए
hits a
यार.
couple of really nice headshots with the
सही मारा
goes.
यार.
Sometimes it just comes down to how you're going to hit those shots. Gen G were just better in that round.
I don't fault DRX for having the confidence to peek out, though. But still, I mean, Gen G shows that they are not to be messed with. This map could still potentially be
रन
theirs.
ही नहीं लग रहे.
Some cheeky
अरे
short
कोई
push,
ना
Buzz
होता है
down,
भाई.
he tries to
इजी है
clutch
भाई.
off
चिल मार.
Karen potentially.
पहला मैप DRX के खाते में था. अभी क्या ये वाला मैप भी
Neither side.
DRX के खाते पे जाएगा या जंगी लेके जाएगा. और
Still up around and top. He only has
Okay.
a stinger, so unfortunately the magazine capacity is not on his side.
4 versus 4.
Then
अब
it's
माको
gonna
ने
be
बाई
Fox
किया
the
एक
team that
बुलडॉग.
has already made
जैसे मैं बाई कर लेता हूँ एक
space
बुलडॉग
to
फटाक
B
से.
site.
और
Foxy
बोल
now
देता कि भाई
classic
मैं
shots,
राउंड
damage,
निकालूंगा.
do much.
क्या ऐसा ही
Very
चलेगा.
small bit of damage.
जाने.
Exactly 29 points.
जानने के लिए ज्यादा कुछ नहीं करना पड़ेगा. बस देखते रहना मेरे को.
And yeah, if you're gonna swing out 4 people at A main, it's a free plan on the B every time, especially with Foxy going down.
ठीक है.
DRX just hanging out in market, trying to get as close as they possibly can to this spike explosion.
Okay.
Not exits, we'll just die to the spike. But for now, I mean, Gen
Not a big deal.
great executes and good job of leaving
ठीक
Karen
है.
to lurk outside of A.
तू बड़ा चिंपी. मैं थोड़ा फ्रूट खा के आया हूँ. क्यों क्यों आओ
They
फ्रूट खा लो
seem
फ्रूट
to have
खाओ.
a good idea of where they could
मैं तो
be, but
फ्रूट खाता ही नहीं हूँ
don't
भाई.
want to take any risks as they
खाता ही
went
नहीं हूँ
backdoor.
फ्रूट
They
यार
run
पता
into the
है.
spike, and DRX will lose that second round. Gen G tie it up with another pistol round 1 here on Ascent. That is the one thing that Gen G do have in their favor. 3
फ्रूट
pistol
सलाद
rounds out
बना.
of 4 so far over the 2 maps.
फ्रूट सलाद बना है.
And didn't quite
नाइस
win
यार.
them
फ्रूट सलाद
binds,
खाओ यार.
but
मेरे
maybe
को
now
खाना चाहिए यार. टू बी
we'll
ऑनेस्ट
see if Gen G
मेरे
can
को
have those
भी
clean
खाना
executes
चाहिए.
that
बट
we saw
मैं
out of
खाता नहीं हूँ.
DRX from
वही
the
गलती है
attacker side
मेरी.
of Ascent.
Entirely possible. I also would not put it out of DRX's zone to turn this around on its head. Now they've got the full buy. They've brought out the Odin. Kane starts to fire and tickle off some of these players. Texture down to 30 HP. The 0 point just to push him back. They're trying to get the angle on through.
ओके.
with the
DRX
Guardian.
ने ओडिन उठा लिए.
Get punched up a little bit.
ओडिन मेन बोलते.
Meanwhile, Munchkin lurking outside of mid in case anyone pushes out.
वो देखो तीनों के तीनों रोटेट मार रहे हैं ए पे. इनके पास इन्फो तो है. इन्फो है. इन्फो है.
And it's gonna give some
अगर
information.
इसने
Still
मिड
have
टॉप
3
पीक
members
दी
of DRX
तो वो निकाल
on
लेगा
the side,
उसको.
but we see rotations coming in now.
रोटेशन आ रहा है. रोटेशन आ रहा है. एक का रोटेशन आ चुका है. ओमेन आ चुका है ए पे.
Although, as I say that, Stax just kind of hanging around mid. Just to
टैक्स
wait for a bit more information before he commits.
लाकिया.
Towards the A site.
Given this much time gone,
एक्सपेक्ट द
Buzz
जेट.
B main now. It's about time the DRX will get an idea that the rotations have been made over onto A. Stacks, quick move up onto the top, but a great dark cover from Karen as well. Stacks ignores
ले भाई
the
सिस्टम हो गया.
stabs Gen G in the back. You got Foxy9 and Mako on the
ले
side,
भाई
just putting up a stalwart defense.
सिस्टम हो गया. सिस्टम.
DRX takes the lead again.
So, I guess fragments just aren't real. Just run through them and, you know, like, I think a lot of times, especially
फ्रैगमेंट के थ्रू आ गया यार.
Yeah.
on engages like that, it's like, okay, well, we've covered this angle because, you know, we've got this utility down. There's no way the guy's going to come through there. But Stax just, he throws the book out the window. He's like, nope. He's like, do not look behind you. That's what he said. And, you know, they just assumed he would never do that. And it was just a great play from Stax. Gets the jump on a 2, and that totally just takes the air out of the balloon. That was the push from Gen G.
That's why it's such a high-level decision, because he knows as long as you're not close to the center of that fragment, you're fine. And now again, it's gonna be both Odins.
The Odin battle. Why don't we just have 5? Like, everybody should buy one. to spray at each other from long range.
Yeah,
Or maybe just through that wall.
We should do that and then make Achilles cast that whole round by himself, and he's just gonna have a grand time.
Yeah, that sounds like the best time, actually. I just want to watch that. Not this high-level play. Genji, it looks like they do want to head towards A once again.
Again, it's just playing around the presence. You know, if they're able to catch actually the slight skilled player from the Odin, if you're able to catch someone through the positioning, then it works out. But if it doesn't, at least you made a bit of noise, and then you go in for the one-on-ones. A bit of an ace split down through against DRX. Mako was able to trade up at least one. So down to the 4-on-4. Everyone else has finally arrived on the scene. A little bit slow though, so Genji has the advantage in timing. They get to set themselves up. Stacks has stayed hidden away, so the pop flash works out great. But unfortunately, Meteor is just a little bit sharper.
What's this? Okay, 2v2 का.
The final two.
8x score बनते हुए.
Yeah, that they do. Get back on the board, and yeah, this time just a bit more.
क्या लगता है मान भाई ओवरटाइम जाएगा?
You know, they get on in and
पता नहीं यार बड़े एक तो मैप भी बड़े.
अरे एक बात बताओ मान भाई, आपके स्ट्रीम पे ना मैंने अभी गया था, आपका साउंड कम आ रहा है और गेम का साउंड ज्यादा आ रहा है.
Aaron springs around the corner.
मेरे को तभी ऐसा लगा.
Yes, he got the kill, but
एक बार चेक कर लो जरा.
pretty aggressively hopping off of heaven to try to challenge this one, but it was not quite enough.
ठीक है.
Flash.
कर दिया.
I mean, good ideas, but still.
भाई मेरा पता ही इलेक्ट्रिसिटी चला गया था, मैंने वापस स्ट्रीम चालू की.
The rest of the team having the sense to fire in the general direction of where the DRX players would rotate from, which is heaven. So now back towards a bit of a
Lakia, Stacks,
DRX.
Foxy 9,
Chimpi has been the team to win out a lot of these.
Mako.
DRX not yet, not today.
Still waiting on their opportunity. They are going to stack towards A in hopes of making up for their lesser firepower by just taking better manpower trades. But at the moment, Genji is doing a pretty good job, I think, of trying to feel this out. And so far, they haven't seen much of anything.
Neither team wants to give the other an advantage. This DRX, if they get some kills, of course they would be able to pick up a couple of weapons, which would be great for their economy. If Genji picks these kills, though, a couple of these players, Lakia and Meteor, are closer to their ultimates, so that would mean a lot for the future rounds on this map. And a single advantage could mean the map going their way. Lakia.
भाई क्या लड़का है भाई.
Foxy 9 able to collect on the flicks. Now just trying to go for exit.
Spike planted.
At least to keep
The spike is down.
inside the site.
Spike is down.
Has that vandal. Maybe he could poke in, see if he gets someone. They're going to try to get in here, actually, as teleporting in, but Mako not quite able to get it done. Foxy does get one, but that is about it. So clean round win from Genji.
Yeah, trying to relay off of the shrouded step. Does not work out. But this is where I get a little bit worried now, because you do have the Genji players up on a lot closer to their ultimate. So although we had some successful rounds from DRX in this second half right now, so far Genji are still in control. Their attacks have been great. Hence the timeout from Coach Termi just to turn things around.
Yep, second timeout here from DRX. And I feel like, you know, so far outside of the last, not the round we just had, but the one before that where they were challenging a little bit too aggressively on A as the spike plant was coming down. Outside of that, I mean, I think it's been okay for DRX, but they really don't want to give any momentum over to the side of Genji. So just going to take that second time out before things get a little bit too dire, because it really does look like Genji have risen to the plate here on the attacker side, at least. A couple of great reads from them, you know, just saying, okay, well, just going to throw this KO ultimate out, see what we can see, and okay, let's just rotate on over to B, and only Foxy was was able to get the 1 kill. Outside of that, a very clean round. So Gen G really holding on tightly to their lead.
They could possibly extend this even further because of their ultimates now. That's one I'm a little bit worried about. So even with the timeout, I wonder where Coach Termy is going to adjust. You've got these big tools, the Odin, the Operator, and in the hands of Buzz. They haven't really quite spotted out anything towards B. Mako and Foxy have to be prepared for this. The smoke tossed out at the right time. Foxy trying to get the angle, trying to anticipate the dash up from Texture, but he doesn't quite land the shot.
Spike planted. You should run.
Now we even have a lockdown committed to here from the side of Gen G. See DRX just gonna back out of this one for now. See if they even attempt to get in there. All 4 members just running away at the moment, and they'll say, okay, well, we got the lockdown, and I guess we'll just have to be happy with that. They don't have much of an economy right now, so they just want to hold on to their 4 guns, especially that Operator from Buzz. So away they go for the save.
Absolutely.
Revealing area.
I mean, down to the final few rounds of this map, and every little advantage counts, whether it's a rifle or an ult point or actual ultimates, are just taking away the ultimate from your away from your opponent. But like I mentioned, it's going to be Gen G extending their lead right now. They can afford to lose rounds. That's the biggest thing that DRX has to worry about, the battle of attrition.
Yeah, and this round is really going to be the big one. I mean, you could have said maybe the last one was, but the fact that Foxy couldn't quite hit that shot from Hell up on top of Generator just kind of, and also the fact obviously that they did commit to the lockdown means that DRX were like, you know what, this isn't the round. Let's go for the next one. And so they really need this one, otherwise Gen G probably just going to run away with this map. Information gained by Mako.
He's aware, tosses out the paranoia. Good little bit of contact from some wall-banked shots and the turret. And then we've got the lockdown from Foxy9. Spike still planted though, but it does give DRX a bit of room to stretch their legs. We've got to watch for that flank up around A short.
Sure got detained out there. Foxy trying to challenge Mako as well, clean with 1.
Very aware, but then traded by Munchkin. A sudden repeat, and he takes down the diffuser as well. Buzz fires off another shot, but look at how
Gen G
this from A main. It's
Yaar.
in the open perfectly, and then the Hunter's Fury. Oh, Texture with the
Yaar, kya chal raha hai?
down 2.
What?
That's gonna be Gen G with the lead.
Yeah, might just be lights out for this one unless DRX have a miracle up their sleeve, because this from Munchkin, he's really the main one. He wins in tree and then just a spray down to take another. And then as you mentioned, this control from A main was fantastic. Even the Hunter's Fury committed to just to make 100% sure. Even Gen G knew how important that round was.
Yeah.
For holding on to their momentum.
एक रन के जितना बढ़ेगा उनका मोमेंटम डाउन करने के लिए.
Points. Okay.
Buzz.
Oh, the heck! Oh, and he gets a third. Buzz is pissed off. He wants blood. Unfortunately, only 3 bits of blood drawn today until Meteor puts him in his seat.
Maybe it's enough, though. I mean, he just kind of did it all by himself. That's before Gen G had any kind of setup. No push, of course, no spike plants or anything. So they're just, now it's Karen and Meteor who are like, huh, well, this is awkward.
Well,
and it might just give enough money over to the side of DRX to start to get something going for them.
I mean, that's the most bizarre thing, Valdez, because he just like peeked
Buzz is down.
swings and picks up 2. Just like
1-1 का score होते हुए.
Without anything else.
Really, the only way that works is if he insta one-taps both of them, which he did. I mean, the fact that there were 2 of them up there in top mid as well, and he hits them both. And you can tell they really weren't expecting that. But generally, that's just like a 1-for-1 trade. Meteor is
नहीं
going
भाई
to
सिस्टम हो गया.
pick up 1.
Mako is down.
This is a bit interesting. There's not a lot of time, but yeah, it's going to be Meteor going down.
ले भाई
Still could get this plant, at least. Try to pull off the 1v3 clutch.
It is possible. Interesting dark cover just to give him a little bit more room on the site. Shrouded steps as well. It's a bit of noise, but he has to work against time and speed. Oh, wow.
ले भाई system
With the decisive
जैसे
swing out.
DRX
I mean, we talk about
ये वाला
Bengal
round
as a
जीतते
rookie.
हुए
We often
What
forget
a
that Fox
big
Fan
deal
was
होते हुए
the rookie from last year.
Yeah.
On the Sentinel roll now this time, which he's doing such a great job at. But wait, I want to see that replay of Buzz.
Yeah, I mean, this is just Buzz's solo carry.
Buzz, you marvelous beast.
The fact that he doesn't get traded and then the flash over the top as well, just to open up a third kill. Crazy play as well.
It's
It's like, I
yes
don't think I'll have an operator, but he does. Maybe he was talking about the enemy team, not 100% sure, but he was talking about not having an operator in some sense. But as we can see, he does. So
he can afford it.
yeah.
Yeah, I think he's talking about the enemy team. But whatever it is, whatever the case is, now with his in his hands, he has to connect his shots. Because Gen G are trying to match the pace, trying to go a little bit faster than what DRX can hold. Pop flash doesn't quite work out. Buzz able to connect the shot onto Lakia. Texture continues to push through, pulls out the blades too. Oh! Swatted down in midair. Buzz goes back in for a third. And now playing around the dices, it's gonna be Charon who takes him down from A main. Spike planted underneath Hell. Null command popped just to give himself a second life too. No utility. Bane can't quite execute with the Hunter's Fury. He's gonna have to barrel through and walk down. Movement speed slightly deterred, and as he swings back, trying to think where Munchkin is, lo and behold, the final shot to put Genji up on map point.
That's a big one. Buzz was getting angry. He was trying to put a stop to Gen G by himself again, but it was Gen G as a team who were just a bit better. Karen picks up 2, and then Munchkin finishes off the last. And that was a very close round, but Gen G pick it up, and now it's looking like we're probably going to that third map. At this point, we did a split for the third map. See if Gen G can close it out.
That's what's pretty impressive about Gen G. Being able to keep the vibes up, being able to keep Buzz cool. They pour water on his head. DRX trying to pull off some unorthodox positions given their weaponry, stacks with the Spectre. And Gen G wanting to close this out, they play it safe. It's a bit of a default hold.
There they are.
Oh, the recon!
Well, that got very awkward for Stacks quickly. He's like, oh, oops. And then he died. Nicely played by the side of Gen G. Might just have the 13-9 in their hands. But still 4 members of DRX, and they do have rifles and an operator at least.
I don't know what that operator is gonna do. It's go. Oh wait, he spotted out the leg. He gets it, and he's got blade storms at the ready as well. I was gonna say it comes down to Foxy 9, but it doesn't matter if Buzz is here to help him out. Bane chips in with a Hunter's Fury, although it doesn't.
Buzz is down.
Texture has slipped every single punch, every single cross. Now sliding up on top, he catches Mako square back in the head. Texture,
यार
the hat trick to close.
और इतना 1-1 score होते हुए
They knew where they were coming from. It didn't matter because Texture existed.
Not a
got
big
their
deal.
base, took down 3.
पहला मैप जीतती हुई पता नहीं भाई कौन जीतने वाला है, वो जीतेगा वही सिकंदर। लगाए थे ब्रेक थोड़ा देर, इसके बाद हम मैप नंबर 3 पे जाने वाले हैं। लेट्स गो। मेरे को तो लगता है मैं जीतूंगा यार, आखिर में कुछ भी हो जाए, आखिर में तो जीत तो मेरी होगी, क्योंकि मेरी जीत भी ले जा मेरा घर, भी ले जा मेरा गम, भी ले जा मेरा हर। भाई यार असली जीत तो मेरी होने वाली है, कोई इशू नहीं है। देखते हैं क्या सीन होने वाला है, कौन जीतेगा। जो जीता वो सिकंदर। लेट्स गो। असली जीत तो मैं होने वाला हूँ, मैं सिकंदर क्या, मेरे को कुछ नहीं पता गाइस। लेट्स सी, वी गो टू मैप नंबर 3। देखते हैं मैप नंबर 3 पे। लेट्स गो। लेट्स गो गाइस। Not a big deal, I'm telling you, not a big deal. देखते हैं कौन जीतता है। मेरी जीत भी ले जा मेरा घर, भी ले जा मेरा गम, भी ले जा मेरी हार। तो आज देखता है क्या सीन रहता है। कम ऑन, असली जीत मेरी होने वाली है। मैप नंबर 3 पे हम लोग जाएंगे। लेट्स गो। मैप नंबर 3 को देख के मैं कर दूंगा स्ट्रीम बंद, क्योंकि मेरा करना है चिकन बिरयानी। लेट्स सी। अभी तक ये खत्म ही नहीं हुआ है। एक और मैच बाकी है, एक और मैच भी हो जाएगा फटाक से। मेरी जीत भी ले जा मेरा गम, भी ले जा मेरी हार, भी ले जा मेरी जीत। जल्दी भेजो जय बेटा। मतलब बिग डील। स्टैक्स और मंचकिन ने आज अच्छा खेला है रे, लिटरली यार। आज देखा मैंने उन लोगों का गेम प्ले यार, बहुत सही खेला रे, बहुत सही। लाइक मेरे को ये खेलना है तो लाइक लिटरली बहुत बहुत प्रैक्टिस करना पड़ेगा, बहुत 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 ही ज्यादा। थोड़ा कम प्रैक्टिस से नहीं होने वाला, नहीं होने वाला। प्रैक्टिस तो करना पड़ेगा, प्रैक्टिस तो करना पड़ेगा। गेम प्ले स्टाइल ही अलग है भाई, तो कोऑर्डिनेशन कर रहे हो वही चीज अलग है। दैट्स द बिग डील, व्हाट आई गेट इज। देखते हैं अभी लास्ट मैप का क्या सीन रहता है या नहीं रहता है। ठीक है, अभी तक स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ है, नहीं तो भसड़ मचा रहा है और मतलब वो चल रहा है, क्या बोलता है वो जो माइक पे कमेंट्री वमेंट्री होता है वही चल रहा है। मैं तब तक वो कर लेता हूँ यार। ये लो चालू होने वाला है गाइस, लेट्स गो।
really good on Ascent. So now you come over to Split, a map that is
देखते हैं, लेट्स गो।
these teams. They look super comfortable. Obviously, you know, you're looking at the double duelist versus a Cypher. So certainly Genji, you know, struggled a little bit on their defender side
Okay.
against DFM the last time, but that's kind of the nature of the double duelist setup. If you can go kind of even, you're probably feeling pretty good. As we saw, you know, Genji was able to bounce back, win like 7 rounds out of the last couple in their defender side, or attacker side.
Well, we're going to see indeed how this pans out as we step into Split. Let's toss it on back to our casters, Quack and Valdez.
Thank you once again, Mika Asteroid. Paper thin, oh boy. It's going to be down to Split, and this is the one where I feel like it's a complete toss-up, Valdez.
I don't know what to expect out of this one. It's so close between these two teams already, and Split. I feel like it's
पहले ये वाइपर मॉली करेगा,
the one that we get the overtime on, you know.
ये प्ले स्टाइल ही पूरा अलग है भाई,
But I can absolutely see it happening here.
इन लोगों का प्ले स्टाइल। और अगर कोई कॉम्पी मैच खेलोगे इसी लॉबी में, वो भी प्ले स्टाइल अलग होगा। बहुत सोचते हैं ये, हम लोग कॉम्पी में इतना नहीं सोचते टू बी ऑनेस्ट। कोई बोलता था भाई मैं कॉल देता हूँ, चल ये कर लेता है, चल बी चले जाते हैं, चल ये चलते हैं, ये बी चलते हैं। नहीं तो ड्रोन करना, अगर साइफर हुआ तो रोटेट कर लेंगे, तो बेसिक चीजें खेलते हैं। लेकिन ये लोग बहुत होल्ड करते हैं भाई, बहुत होल्ड।
Yeah, makes sense. Let's see where Genji will attack here at the end of the day. As for these guys in mid, heading up to B Heaven. Foxy and Bane are here.
Foxy's the one with the angle, but Bane's the one on the side. The paranoia tossed down, a little bit slightly off. It's just the slippery movement from Meteor, strafing left and right. Both players instantly dealt with. The dive is just too darn good.
Yeah, Genji got in there really fast, and DRX just were not able to feel that pressure much at all. Is Lakia okay? It's going to go down to Mako.
3 versus 2 versus, okay, 1 versus 4.
Buzz is alone.
क्या लगता है क्या ये जेनजी के खाते में जाता हुआ लग रहा है मैच? मेरे को तो कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आ रहा है भाई.
So many targets ahead of him. A wider swing from Meteor, and that's gonna be the round. Not only the round, 4 kills under this guy's belt.
Yeah, great start for Meteor as they just, you know, they got spotted a little bit late, and then the entry onto this one was fantastic. Long range shot from Texture, and then just the swift moves from Meteor back and forth, back and forth. And then he just takes everybody out very
भाई घोस्ट से वो डैश मार रहा है, मैं तो सिर्फ से करता हूँ. वो किल और डैश तो मैं सिर्फ से करता हूँ, ये घोस्ट से कर रहा है.
Actually, it's Saturday.
पल्स गेमिंग कोई माइक सजेस्ट कर दो ब्रो, सस्ता में मस्त हूँ. बता वो चिंपी बता यार. अरे पल्स टॉपिक कैसा है? अरे तुम लोग चैट में बात कर रहे हो. अबे चिंपू क्या हुआ? चैट नहीं पढ़ रहा भाई? मैं बहुत गहरी सोच में पड़ गया था गेम में, इसीलिए चैट देखना भूल गया. अभी चैट देखा कि चैट चल रही है. ये मैच तो क्या चैट तो मेरी चलती ही नहीं. और पल्स भाई माइक आपको चाहिए तो ये ले लो. कॉस्मिक बाइट का एक है डिमोस नाम का कुछ. कॉस्मिक बाइट माइक सर्च करो अमेज़न पे, ठीक है आ जाएगा. अच्छा रुको मैं आपको, आप मेरे को डिस्कॉर्ड पे हाई लिख दो, मैं आपको लिंक भेज देता हूँ. समझ रहे पल्स गेमिंग भाई?
Not gonna get a second kill here. But yeah, he was the top fragger. He had 7 first kills, and he was ahead of everybody on the side of Genji as well, individually. This time around, in 2 rounds in a row, he's the last one left alive. He did have kind of a miraculous performance himself, especially towards
Cosmic Wise Demos search पर आ जाएगा. 2699 रुपीस प्राइस है जो मैं ही यूज कर रहा हूँ अभी, ठीक है. ये ले सकते हो. और तो सस्ते में तो कुछ दिख नहीं रहा है. ले सकते हो यार, मैं वही यूज कर रहा हूँ अभी कॉस्मिक बाइट को. समझ रहे हो? मेरे को डिस्कॉर्ड यूज नहीं करता तो कोई अमेज़न पे जाओ, कॉस्मिक बाइट डिमोस सर्च करो, DIMOS. कॉस्मिक बाइट डिमोस माइक्रोफोन 2699 रुपीस प्राइस है, देख लेना. अगर पैसे हुए तो ले लियो, और सस्ता चाहिए तो बाद में बोल दियो. और ले सकते तो ले लो यार, क्योंकि फोन खरीद लेना. पैसे भी क्या चिंपी? फोन खरीद लेना, पैसे भेज रहा हूँ. फोन खरीद लो, कितना पैसा भेज रहा है भाई? हाँ भाई यार, मेरे फोन है यार.
Being able to take down Karen on the crossing. The default from Genji doesn't quite work out.
Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty swiftly taken down, and now they're going to get that heal down, and Solaki is just running the other way. As this
क्या जीपे पर 50,000 प्राप्त हुआ, ले लेना. वाह सही है भाई. थैंक यू फॉर द जीपे चैट पे. तो ये भाई ये बढ़िया था भाई.
15 seconds left.
13 seconds left. मामला बहुत सुपर चैट है ये. अच्छा मेरे को तो अभी पैसा आया ही नहीं भाई. तूने गलत यूपीआई पे तो ट्रांसफर नहीं कर दिया?
Exceptional plays from DRX.
मैं गलत यूपीआई पे भेजा है भाई.
Minimal room for error. A slight missed time on that paranoia, and it could
गूगल पे बोल रहा है कि भाई एक्सटर्नल वॉइस को अच्छे से कैंसिल करता है कोई माइक. यही माइक ले लेना, यही माइक ले ले, और फिर आप कोई भी माइक यूज करो, आपको अल्टीमेटली एनवीडिया ब्रॉडकास्ट तो यूज करना ही पड़ेगा. आपका ग्राफिक कार्ड कौन सा है बताओ पहले, आपका लैपटॉप या पीसी में? वो मेन इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है भाई, ग्राफिक प्रोसेसिंग यूनिट, जिसको हम ग्राफिक कार्ड बोलते हैं.
Already has his knives, so he's going to pull those out here in round 4.
Yeah, let's see. DRX has switched up their setup for now, anticipating an A push. That's why Buzz is hovering up around vents right now. Mako just making a bit of a jump noise.
जीपे पर 200 प्राप्त हुए, नहीं हुआ भाई। 50,000 से जो 200 सही पे भेजा हूँ, और ये ले चॉकलेट के पैसे नहीं मिले, ये भी तूने गलत यूपीआई पे भेजा है भाई। एक पैसे नहीं आया यार, ये क्या है? तू भाई मेरे से स्कैम कर रहा है भाई। भाई तो खुद के यूपीआई पे खुद के पे ही ले रहा है यार। हाँ तो खुद के यूपीआई पे खुद से ही ले रहा है। अरे मेरा वाला ट्रिप वर्ड लगा रहा है, वो देख। सिर्फ तो मार दिया यार। अरे भाई ये लोग डबल डुएलिस्ट खेल, भाई मैंने अभी नोटिस किया ये लोग डबल डुएलिस्ट खेल रहे हैं। दमरूम कमलेश के पैसे है मेरे, क्या जाता है दमरूम कमलेश के पैसे। दमरूम कमलेश को बुलाओ यार क्या।
Spots out a couple players now.
Okay.
Flash just to hold DRX back. DRX potentially looking to save.
Not a big deal.
Yep. And that's going to be a flawless round for Gen G.
They're just going to run out of that one. Meteor just a little bit too aggressive, a little bit too good on that play with Meteor over the top. Already had his knives in round 4. He makes a big impact already. That will be the end of the round. So Genji going to go up to 3-1. Not too much else to say about that round. I mean, just avoids everything.
Meteor, yeah.
Quick execute onto the A site. Hits a couple of really slick shots with the knives, and Meteor now has 8 kills.
And this is where Gen G really gets to demonstrate the full breadth of their composition. This is why they have the double duelist, because Meteor and Texture are able to perform to such standards. Meanwhile, Foxy9 has to dig deep into how many Cypher trap setups he knows. Because he needs to be the player that can deal against a dive.
उस रेड में तू गाना गा रहा था, पूरा कैमरा हिल गया भयंकर। हैं? ऐसा सीन है? ये तो मेरे को नहीं पता था यार। ये है ब्रो लैपटॉप। फिर आपका एपीएस ड्रॉप होगा, अगर मतलब एक्सटर्नल माइस यूज करोगे तो एपीएस ड्रॉप्स होगा। जेंजी जीतने वाली है, मेरे को इतना फील आ रहा है गाइस, बहुत भयंकर वाला फील आ रहा है। ये वाला मैप तो जेंजी लेके जाएगी, जेंजी ही लेके जाएगी, कुछ भी कहो यार, ये तो जेंजी लेके जाएगी, कुछ कर नहीं सकते इसमें। ये वाला तो जेंजी लेके जाएगी, मेरे लग रहा है।
That's right. Hence the perfectly timed dark cover by Bane. They walk up in towards ramps. Buzz is right around the corner. He's got paint shells too.
लिंक दिया ब्रो, चेक कर लैपटॉप को। लिंक दिया, कहाँ लिंक दिया भाई? कहाँ लिंक दिया भाई आपने? दिख तो नहीं रहा है कहीं पे।
The trap wire, but Bane just plays around it. Perfectly placed crosshair. Hurt the shrouded step from Charon. Foxy9 has an idea. Swings out.
कहीं पे तो लिंक नहीं दिया यार।
Down goes Charon, and then the last player, DRX. Perfect adjustments.
Yeah, I was worried that Genji were just going to run away with that round for free, like they have in a bunch of the other rounds, especially with Meteor getting that first kill in mid and then just kind of going up into B top. But this kill from Stacks, I feel like, is the biggest thing. It stops the momentum of the push onto B, and then eventually they have to rotate all the way over to A.
भाई पता नहीं क्यों मेरे को टीम जेटा की बडी मिल गई है। तो टीम जेटा की बडी मिल गई, सही है भाई, फिर तो तूने खरीदा होगा, फ्री में तो नहीं देता कोई। जेटा डिवीजन का बडी कैसे फ्री में मिल सकता है भाई? तूने खरीदा होगा यार, वो क्लासिक का स्किन। ये तो पीसा सेव कर रहा, पीसा सेव कर रहा अभी, पीसा समझ रहा है? लेकिन यार जो भी जीता है कोई इशू नहीं, आज से जीत मेरी होने वाली, क्योंकि मेरी जीत भी ले जा मेरा घर, भी ले जा मेरी हार, भी ले जा मेरा गम। डैश मारने के चक्कर में हक दिया एक ने, वो अरे
back in for the trade, and then Genji continues to pile drive
ओके
through.
1 वर्सेस अभी 3 है, ठीक है।
Able to
चल
discover
मैं
all
क्या
three
ब्रो
of
लिंक
those
सेंड
times.
किधर लिंक है? चैट में लिंक नहीं दिख रहा है।
But Texture
चैट में लिंक आपका नहीं आया ब्रदर, मेरे को तो नहीं दिख रहा है।
starting to heat up as well.
Yeah, Textures is
मैं
so good.
पर नहीं, पर मैंने एक वैंडल लिया था।
Little bit too
ये तेरा
crisp, and
जेटा
with one
कैसे
gun
क्लासिक मिला भाई?
already in the sight.
मतलब वो
So,
क्या बोलते हैं
so here,
स्किन?
this initial paranoia from the side of Bane was pretty good, but he gets taken out. Then eventually Textures on the site. Nobody is able to take him down. He takes 3 1v1
Okay.
in a row.
4
Gives us the
2
half
स्कोर होते हुए
and moves
जेंजी
on
4
to
और
a
DRX 2
God.
1-1 का स्कोर लाइन चल रहा है अभी तक। जेंजी ने डैश किया भाई, ले लिया जी का क्लासिक। तूने नहीं यार, 800 पीसा कम पड़ रहा है। 800 पीसा अभी 800 पीसा चाहिए और बाद में लूंगा यार। अभी 800 पीसा कैसे यार, देखता हूँ जुगाड़ करता हूँ, या तो मैं भी पीसा सेव कर लूंगा।
Yeah, so Genji were looking really good on some pretty standard pushes, right, where they just kind of
Standard side.
flashes in, they get their initiation, it's great. And this time they really try to up the tempo.
मेरे को यार गिव अवे मिल गया था उसका, पता है मेरे को 1000 वैलोरेंट पॉइंट्स का गिव अवे मिला था नॉर्डन से।
Pushing out of smoke this time.
और ये जो वॉच पार्टी कर रहा था उसका गिव अवे चल रहा था।
Texture on the site, he was kind of
वजूद की पानी 1000 एम नीचे है। देख रहा है आजकल क्या लिख रहा है मुशी? अर्श देख रहा है? देख रहे हो भाई? अभी इसका देख यार, लाइक लिटरली यार मेरे को जो मतलब मैं इन लोगों का गेम प्ले देखे क्या बोलूं, क्या हम कॉम्पी में करते हैं, ठीक है, और ये लोग क्या कर रहे हैं देखो यार, क्या मस्त खेल रहे हैं यार। देख रहे कितना स्लो, कितना पेशेंस। द मेन थिंग इज इसमें क्या पेशेंस है देखो। पूरा एक देखिए, ये एंगल देख रहा है, ये वो एंगल देख रहा है, एक दूसरे का एंगल देख रहे हैं। मार दिया इसको, फिर स्नीकर्स आउट कर दिया इसने। देख रहे हो पेशेंस जो है ना, वो मेन थिंग है। अगर मकसद पाना है तो बागों की तिजोरी खोलनी होगी। तिजोरी भी है, चाबी भी है। ऐसा है क्या? ब्लॉक इन की खेल रहे हैं क्या हम लोग यहाँ मुझे? ओके मॉली किया उसने, इसने स्मोक किया। बस देखो उन लोगों को पता है कि उसने वो हो गया कि इमीडिएट उसने हेवन स्मोक करा। टेक्सचर ने इसको मार दिया। ओके टेक्सचर को भी मार दिया। 4-4 का बैलेंस हो चुका है। जो चीज देखो यार, यही देख के मजा आता है यार, पता है कि बैलेंस करके जो चलता है यही असली चीज है। यही सोच रहा मैं। इस पहेली को बताते हुए मैं जा रहा हूँ, जब तू पहेली सुलझा लेगा तो मकसद दूर नहीं होगा। तब क्या ये कोई पहेली थी? मेरे को लगा कोई शायरी थी अब भाई। वो मैं कहता ना मकसद नहीं भूलने का, ये पहेली थी। ये तो मेरे को समझ में नहीं आया यार मुझे। बेवकूफ तो असली मैं हूँ भाई। फिर भाई मेरे को लगा ये बाबा रामदेव बन गया मुशी बाबा रामदेव ऐसा सीन है।
Great variations on the traps, and he's able to take down 2.
ले भाई वो मर गया।
Bit of a neural theft being deployed as well.
2 versus 3.
Even with the seeker.
कौन जीता ये मैप? स्प्लिट है।
Might be a different story.
स्प्लिट पे ये लोग भाई वो कर रहे हैं यार।
Deployed now.
Like decided दे रहे हैं यार। स्प्लिट पे decided is very hard.
Play around this, trying to keep his teammate alive. Buzz trying to just poke and prod, but
only
it's not
Buzz is alive.
He doesn't have any teammates to work with.
अगर उसकी चाबी बुरे लोग को हाथ में मिल गई तो पूरी दुनिया खत्म हो सकती है।
to perfection. Oh.
तो थैनोस का वो बोलना चाहता है क्या? थैनोस का वो जो हाथ था, वो मनी, उसका बात कर रहा है क्या मुशी? हाँ भाई।
But Genji are able to get it off and once again take the lead 5-4. So we'll take a look once again. They get on into the site. Generally, Bane and Buzz have been pretty good about holding this down, but not this time. Genji were just a bit better.
Yeah, just
ले भाई देख ले,
little
वजह से
bit
कैसी
faster than
एआई है
what
जो
DRX
पूरी
anticipated.
दुनिया को अपने
Even
हाथों
with the
में
Viper's pit too,
ले
Mako
सकती है,
was
ऐसा
trying to
सीन है?
catch them as the pit was deployed.
ये तो नहीं पता था यार।
Back off.
ले भाई किस्मत।
Now, both duelists, pound for pound, going
I'm
into the
Iron
trades
Man.
again. Question
मैं
is,
कौन बता? I'm Chimpy Man.
give an advantage too.
थोड़ा ज्यादा हो गया।
Defense down.
I'm Chimpy Don.
It's that much more
चिम्पी
difficult.
मैन होता तो भाई
Seconds just to reinvest.
थैनोस यार, थैनोस खुद ही बोलता, अगर मैं होता ना
Too soon with
आयरन मैन
Chimpi
कैप्टन
in the
अमेरिका
lead.
जगह, थैनोस खुद हाथ जोड़ के बोलता भाई तेरे से नहीं लड़ना है भाई,
The
तू
new
जिया ना
Cleveland
भाई,
super team.
तू जिया ना, तेरे से नहीं लड़ना है।
They've already made some pretty good strides this year, but they're looking
Okay.
to make another one here against DRX.
फॉक्सी को देखे एक मार के पीछे भी आ गया।
I feel like he had a fantastic pop-off bind. His ascent was much more muted, but now slowly but surely making an impact here on split. They're definitely going to need him.
देख रहे हैं?
Oh boy.
What?
मैं बता रहा तेरे को, वो थैनोस की जगह मेरे को होना चाहिए, मतलब थैनोस बोल रहा, सॉरी, वो आयरन मैन कैप्टन अमेरिका की जगह मेरे को होना चाहिए था। हाँ, वो थैनोस खुद ही हाथ जोड़ लेता भाई कि भाई माफ करो, मेरे से गलती हो गया, मैं कुछ नहीं करूंगा और मैं असली विनर हूँ। चिंपी तू जीता भाई, खुद ही हार मान लेता यार, और मैं होता, समझ लो,
Going in to clear all the corners, but he's
वो
got
1
a lot
वर्सेस
ahead of him.
3 दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने वर्ल्ड प्रॉब्लम्स को
Great little heads up
सुलझाते
call
हैं
by
और
Mako,
उन्होंने
able to-
वर्ल्ड में
I mean, no way
पूरी
he would
दुनिया से
anticipate Munchkin right behind.
लेकिन मुझे रॉजर्स के बारे में पता चल गया। तुझे कहाँ से पता चला भाई? तू स्पाई है? तू स्पाई बनना चाहता है बराबर? ऐसा सीन है मुझे।
This from Texture, fantastic to trade one back, and then Mako tries to get some information in mid, and that certainly does not work for him. And then they're not able to stop this.
मुझे मालूम है कैसे बोल रहा है, जो शॉट्स रहते हैं ना कि बॉले बहुत खतरनाक है।
I mean, that's the darkest thing for me, because in the previous
तेरे
weeks,
DRX का भी
or
टाइम आउट चल
every
रहा है।
time that DRX plays this map, Mako has been such a pivotal player, but he hasn't been given the opportunity to shine, and because of that, because Genji are pretty much evading him at every turn, he's kind of
एक ही
having
चीज जानना है यार,
impact.
कौन
Well,
जीतेगा?
it's actually Bane who's up on top for DRX.
असली जीत तो मेरी होने वाली है, ये तो लेकिन अभी कौन जीतने वाला है?
A pretty good job of holding on to the B site, and they have pushed there a lot, so he's gotten a lot of information, or rather, a lot of
IMF का स्पाई बनना चाहता हूँ, मेरा स्पाई बन जा भाई, मेरे अंडर काम करेगा, बस तेरे को 50 रुपए मिलेगा महीना का।
Right now it's Bane and Foxy 9 up on top. Buzz, Mako, and Stacks. They don't have the numbers. They have had some good moments, but so far it has been Genji who have definitely been getting the better of them as a pit mid just to hold on to this.
Hit and a trip. But then, with a from the shadows, instantly from Karon towards backside, all of a sudden, DRX's defenses have been completely nullified. Karon now backside, able to swing onto one. Bane with a double kill starts things off, and then the judge from Mako.
भाई बड़ा होके मुझे अंकिता भाभी की जासूसी करेगा।
Judge makes sense, but also
उल्टा सीधा काम नहीं,
it's going to work out pretty nicely if he can get back.
मुझे उल्टा सीधा काम नहीं, उल्टा सीधा काम नहीं भाई,
And now Munchkin's just
मुझे वार्निंग दे दिया, उल्टा सीधा काम नहीं भाई,
for 50 seconds.
केयरफुल मुशी।
50 full seconds. What are we going to talk about?
Yeah.
But I gotta say, I mean, this round starts off, there might be the From the Shadows play, it might be Genji trying to pull a fast one against DRX. Bane was the guy to turn this whole round around. He got the first 2 double kills because he
30 seconds left.
reacted quickly to the situation. And that's why, again, I mean, on this map, the rookies are actually giving us the performance that the team needs.
Yeah. His reaction time was pretty fantastic. Even though Karin got into the back of the site and he got a kill, Bane immediately
10
was like,
seconds
nope,
left.
I mark this guy, I take him down, really nice headshot to stop Karin from doing any further damage. Just gonna hang out in the sewer, feeling sad. But yeah, that is going to go the way of DRX.
Off of their
Just be
timeout.
tied up here at the
समझा यार ये चल क्या रहा है गोलमाल.
It's possible. Meteor's back on the knives, okay. Might not need to use it just yet. Oh no, he is gonna buy up for his teammate. Now we get to witness Bane's kills. Wow, that was a 1-tap towards the end. I mean, the quick reactions from the entire team, really. But Foxy9 as well chiming in. As we head into the last round of the half, DRX try to adjust their defenses, and Genji definitely slowing down their pace. Again, in the previous rounds, they're trying to make full use of their double duelist composition.
I have the spike. I've dropped the spike.
And we'll see how aggressive they get after the half. When they got to play from the defensive side with the double duel.
5-6 का स्कोर होता है या 5-7 का स्कोर होता है. कोई एक टीम तो आज
Trailblazers
जीतेगी.
was spotted. But it looks like Bane
उसे ध्यान से करना. ये जियान तेरा खा जाएगा. मैं हूँ जियान, मेरा गला है बहुत सुरीला. याद रहे.
And with that little bit of mid-presence, DRX just continues to hover up around these sides. A bit of a rotation pulled over after spotting the Blade Storm from Meteor. Great call to rotate right back, though. Genji has an option to go through ropes, but they're afraid to. Or he's not exactly afraid to, but they're being very cautious because they know that Mako could be there. Instead, Mako is actually right around Hell, where Meteor takes him down. Stacks and Foxy9 though with the setup.
4 versus
Right
2.
backside. The cage
1
was too much for Genji
6
to
is the
handle.
score बनते
Along
हुए.
with a triple kill and one more from Stacks, DRX ties things up.
all tied at the half here in
Halftime.
match 3 between Genji and DRX. And I have no idea who's going to take it from here. I feel like DRX definitely did do some good work at the second half of the first half, if that makes any sense. Just to try to claw their way back in this one and really try to mute Texture and Meteor as much as possible. Because Meteor, you remember, he had his knives in round 4. He had like 9 kills. And I think towards the end, he was only on 10, right? So he was held to only 1 kill. They were able to try to nullify that.
Oh my god, yeah.
And so Genji's... Certainly their momentum was stopped quite a bit. And that gave DRX an opportunity.
लेट्स गो. वही देखते हैं यार. और इस स्ट्रीम के बाद मैं वापस स्ट्रीम करूंगा. मतलब ये वाला मैच के बाद मैं वापस स्ट्रीम करने आऊंगा. अराउंड लाइक 7 बजे के अराउंड आऊंगा. 7 साढ़े 7 बजे के अराउंड आऊंगा. या रात में कर लूंगा थोड़ा बहुत.
I kind of like that there are an even number of Genji and DRX fans. Although there are more DRX fans online though. And that's the thing, because this entire matchup is once again about proving who's the better.
Monetize कब होगा? I think 2 हफ्ते और लगेंगे.
Put a dent into DRX's armor. If they can take this map, if they can start out the pistol round like they have done so many times today, and that would spell trouble for DRX for sure. The rookies have done so well for themselves today so far. Let's see if they can keep that up. Bane and Foxy9, great defenses in this first half. Now onto the attack. What are they gonna do?
ना बाकी है. Around 200 के आसपास.
I feel like I'm most curious about Bane's impact, you know.
अच्छा watch time कम मिल रहा है ना, वही issue है.
Follow-up man behind Buzz, who's going to get the majority of the initiations going for the team. And whereas I would expect Foxy9 to play a lot of off angles away from the team, lurk a little bit, but let's see what they go for. As right now in the pistol round, they're going to all group up towards this A main area and look to push in.
Getting tagged up a little, aware that there are some players up around the sides. Now going back in to clear out the actual site itself. Nobody's around. It's a free plant out in the open for heaven right now for Stacks. This might mean that some of the DRX players might continue to push through screens. But Genji's right around the corner, up around ramp. Bane left undetected. This could be the biggest thing that turns the entire round around. Mako swings out because of the snake bite and then strikes Bane.
1v1 चल रहा है.
It's gonna be Stacks who holds out the front.
Okay, 2v4 चल रहा है.
To take control over the site along with his teammates.
इतना अच्छे बाकी है यार, बोला तो यार 200 राउंड.
Just steps right through.
200 का राउंड बाकी है यार.
Shots from his ghost to take the round for DRX.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Bane kind of just lurking out there towards the A main area, just behind everyone. He was undetected, and he was just able to get so much value as they were pushing in. The timing was perfect. Starts off a little bit of a trade, but then Bane on the flank here. Foxy9 just sprays through, picks up a second, gets the job done. I think he said he was low on health.
Yeah, right.
Not 100% sure, but either way, it was Foxy9 and Bane. The two of them.
अबे कुछ तो बोल रहा, बोला तो सुनाई नहीं दे रहा क्या? मैंने बोला तो भाई कि 200 राउंड बाकी है. 200 वॉच टाइम और बाकी है.
And I really feel like it's possibly because they are,
तो मस्त चिल मार के देख लो.
They are doing some of these unexpected moves. The protocols to leave Bane behind, surely, but also for Foxy9 to like run and gun with a ghost into the spike. Onto the next round now, and they've managed to buy up.
अरे सुन रहा है क्या भाई? हेलो, सुन पा रहा है भाई? तू बोल रहा था तेरा माइक ऑफ है. क्या माइक ऑफ? भाई मस्ती मत कर यार, सुनाई दे रहा है यार. मस्ती मत कर भाई, प्लीज मस्ती मत करियो. मैं मोबाइल में चेक कर लेता हूँ, रुक जा यार. अभी देख लो तुम मस्ती कर रहे कि नहीं. ओए सुनाई तो दे रहा है ना? वाह भाई, मस्ती कर रहा है भाई, सुनाई दे रहा है. बोला तो यार 200 बाकी है, अराउंड 200 वॉच टाइम. यार भाई देख ले यार, सुनाई दे रहा है यार. मेरे को आवाज नहीं भाई, तू चेक कर यार. यार check your device. Mine working fine.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna chill back there. DRX already.
भाई मेरे को आवाज आ रहा है बराबर.
Foxy is gonna see texture.
इसका कुछ ग्लिच हुआ होगा. वही देखो, मेरा आवाज तो भाई बराबर आ रहा है भाई.
There's no more ult points.
ले भाई.
Actually 3 of Genji to run.
I think मेरा प्रॉब्लम है. आया कट करके.
4 rounds in a row to the side of DRX, certainly making this interesting as they hold on to the lead for now.
Perfect. And it just says so much about how every round is going to count. We are nearing the end of this series, and DRX have been starting things off. They haven't been great on pistols so far today.
अभी देख ले भाई.
Into the second half, the rookies, showing their impact again. Bane got a couple of kills from elbow position on A site in that round. Now just working with the team to kind of hang back.
Outlaw का skin, outlaw.
Oh.
बस के बाद outlaw है.
It's okay, it was a very thin angle.
8-6 का स्कोर. बी पे एग्जीक्यूशन होने वाला है. बी पे 3 जन बैठे हैं, ए पे 2 जन. साइफर उधर लर्च पे बैठा है.
Texture wanting to stay around the site to make use of his paint shells, but toss a little bit late, too shallow. It's gonna be DRX who strikes him down. Karen comes back in just to support. Not just support. He's kind of
भाई प्रॉब्लम स्पेलिंग गलत। अरे यार बोलना कुछ। अरे भाई अभी सुनना। अरे पता है प्रॉब्लम स्पेलिंग गलत है, पता है। 1 वर्सेस 2 राइट गन बड़ी एम्बॉट देता है, देखता राइट गन बड़ी अभी सही है। अरे मैंने बोला 200 बस टाइम बाकी है यार। ओके देखा, बोला राइट गन बड़ी एम्बॉट है। मैं जानता हूँ यार राइट गन बड़ी गिव्स यू एम्बॉट गाइस। राइट गन बड़ी इज रियली एम्बॉट।
And he gets the job done. It seemed like they didn't quite know which angle he was going to come in from, and he gets the drop on a Karen, and as you mentioned, Meteor just kind of totally lost. Shout out to Genji, though. They made this one pretty dangerous, especially Karen, you know, dancing around the pillar, buying time for Locky to get in, pick up a kill, but then Foxy9.
Whoa! And that's what it is. You've got the perfect start now on this second half to close out this map. And DRX could just find their vengeance against Genji. I mean, it might have been paper thin in the video, being the doorman to deny.
तो ChimpiOP रिडीम ChimpiOP कर ले, रिडीम ChimpiOP कर। देख डिस्क्रिप्शन पे जा, देख रिडीम दो रिडीम कर ले। ChimpiOP रिडीम कर ChimpiOP। और गैम्बल भी आ रहा है जल्दी, गैम्बल आज सेव कर लूंगा प्रोबेबली अगर स्ट्रीम लैब्स ठीक हुआ तो। टॉप पॉइंट पे शॉर्ट गेमिंग, सेकंड पे थर्ड पे तरमुकाल है, तू थर्ड पे जी। अरे ये इधर क्यों है? रुक जा। ये लर्ड बॉक्स इधर होना चाहिए। और कुछ रिडीम कर। ChimpiOP रिडीम कर रहा है, एक और रिडीम है देख।
way to pick up a thrifty round or to just have a good round in general and build up into something more, maybe get some momentum for their squad.
Desperately needed.
There.
Yeah, very much in control of things.
यार वो कर रहा, ये लर्ड बॉक्स है, ये इधर रहेगा।
You also have Mako very well at holding down the angles. If someone pushes out, it doesn't matter. Genji not able to hold down vents or mailroom, and there are so many options.
Not a big deal. ये तो DRX जीत जाएगी। What I feel. ले भाई। रिडीम पे रिडीम कर रहा है तू। बस 10 ChimpiOP लगता है।
This is a flawless take for DRX.
और रिडीम्स बनाओ क्या? अच्छे रिडीम, जैसे कि मैंने डांस कर रहा हूँ, जैसे ये रिडीम लब किया तो मैं ऐसे करूँगा, ऐसे करूँगा, ऐसा करूँ क्या?
Yeah, DRX really taking advantage. I thought Munchkin had the angle with the Sheriff, but he was just a little bit too slow in mail to hit that shot. Maybe could have, you know, traded 1-for-1, give them a little bit of extra time, but not quite able to land it.
अरे रिडीम लब, अरे एक्सक्लेमेशन और रिडीम एक साथ लिखना चाहिए, वो रिडीम नहीं हुआ। और रिडीम ChimpiOP करेगा तो ऐसे करूँगा, ChimpiOP 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 ChimpiOP, ऐसा डांस करूँगा और आवाज भी आएगा ChimpiOP ChimpiOP।
That would just be the
Stream
clean
पे।
round for DRX. No joy, nothing found from Genji's side at this juncture. 10-6.
ले भाई,
4 rounds
तू और रिडीम कर रहा है।
if you count the previous half, and everything is going right for DRX. I certainly hope there is a bit of an impact
10,
on Coach Solo's
6-4
timeout,
heavy.
because if not, then this series is going DRX's way, and Valdez is going to be very happy about his prediction.
Absolutely. Always thought there was a chance. DRX definitely seemed to have leveled up coming into this split, and this was going to be the moment to prove it. They might just be able to do so. They're only 3 rounds away. But this is the most important round. Genji have to win this one if they want to have a chance.
Because of economy and everything. Heavy investments. Lakia able to trade out, but instantly traded right back by Mako. Mule theft being deployed.
ज़्यादा पॉइंट्स वाला लगा ना, लगा आज लगा लूँगा, सब कुछ कर लूँगा आज। चिल मान, मैं उधर टाइम दे आज। अच्छा स्ट्रीम में भी कम करूँगा आज मोस्टली स्ट्रीम कम करूँगा।
Genji certainly
सामने वाला विक तो भयंकर वाला जाएगा मेरा सामने वाला विक तो स्ट्रीम बहुत ही कम करने वाला मतलब इतना कम इतना कम इतना कम इतना कम तो सोच के रह जाएगा भाई
Well, this is just perfect. I think Karen has to
आज
step
थोड़ा
through
खाना
something.
वाना का सीन करना है
Snake bite
मैं
doesn't
सोच रहा हूँ आज बिरयानी
kill
खाऊं
Mako. Oh,
बिरयानी खाने का बड़ा मन कर रहा है
perfect
मेरे को ज्यादा पॉइंट चाहिए
multiple crossfire setup. If they walk
जरूर
through
करूंगा
killers one way or another, they're gonna be dead in the
गैम्बल वैम्बल लगाऊंगा रुक जा
And that's it.
Unbelievable.
11-6 का स्कोर चल रहा है यार
Win the entire map right there.
Gen G just totally flat here on the defender side. They have not taken a single round. And they try to get aggressive out here, but it's traded, 2 for 2, and DRX gets set up pretty much for free rather, on the site. They get the neural theft in, they get so much information, and it just delays the chance of Gen G to have any chance to go for the retake.
अबे कम पॉइंट
Still have the ability to buy up some
क्यों हुए है अरे क्योंकि तूने रिडीम किया ना
quite a few rounds in a row here, but
तूने पॉइंट्स रिडीम किया एक्सक्लेमेशन रिडीम डाल के ये रिडीम करेगा तो पॉइंट्स कम होंगे हो जाएंगे
See a double timeout from Coach
तेरे पास
Solo.
10-30 पॉइंट्स थे
Yeah, it's gonna be Karen with the judge to try to catch Buzz. He's able to take down Karen, but he takes himself down as well.
समझ रहा है उससे पॉइंट्स कमेंगे
Able to take down Mako. So round with Gen G pulling off some unexpected moves, actually flips the table around.
yeah, Gen G getting pretty tricky with it, I'd say, in this one, and it pays
और
off
आज
big
तेरे को
way
एक
for
काम
the
करना
judge
पड़ेगा
play in
मैं
Mail.
तेरे इंस्टाग्राम पे थोड़ी देर में मैसेज करूंगा ये स्ट्रीम एंड करने के बाद
Don't do it, Foxy. Oh, he's so
आर्श और मुशी दोनों को करना पड़ेगा
7th round for them. I said the round before was really the
मैं इंस्टाग्राम पे बोलता हूँ
Gee, they find a way
वो
to
काम
make
करना
this next one important as well.
I mean, good read from Karen, to say the least. We're starting to see DRX going for some more common pushes. And the teamwork working out for the team, but for Gen G's side, they have to make these adjustments, and with weaponry like the Judge, they actually make it work because DRX don't expect it. Now we're back to Meteor on an operator. And it's time to shine. Fortunately, blinded, he's not able to see anything. Buzz now trying to play around the sites. With further utility from Bane, he is enabled. He has awakened. And it's the double kill that puts Gen G down in the dumps. How do you retake a scenario like this?
Welcome to my world.
Oh, the Viper's Pit now as well?
Never
Karen,
mind.
though. Just a bit of off timing, able to catch down onto a couple of players, but Stack straight right back. Still very much in control of it. Bane having the angle, and it's all down to texture. He's made a lot of individual impact before, but can he do it again? He doesn't have the time on his side. Swings into elbow, catches onto Bane, but look at the double peek from both opposite angles. One up from heaven as well. Stacks will be able to
भाई
secure
DRX जीत जाएगी
point for DRX.
Just a
ये तो DRX जीत गए भाई
I mean, they get so
ले भाई सिस्टम फाड़ दिया इसमें
Meteor's face is not even
डबल
funny,
सैचल
and
पीछे
also
आ गया राइट गन बडी एम बॉट
Screen is just able to spray them all down, but yeah, I mean, they had paranoia in their face. There was a trailblazer. I mean, it was a million things in their face, and there was just no way for them to hold on at all.
Crazy. Completely and utterly valoranted, fellas. That's when you can't see anything because of all the utility thrown at your face. And this is potentially the last round.
Let's see if they have any hope of stopping the onslaught that is DRX at this point in time. Karen's going to be playing here in Mail once again. But it looks like DRX wants to slow things down. They just know that at this point, there's not a lot of ways to mess this up. They just need the one round.
स्टम फाड़ दिया
Gen G just feeling the
DRX
pressure
ने
from
वही
this
तो
as
यार
well. They've hung back so far. Saving the Viper's Pit too? It's all down to Texture and Lakia if it is the A site. And Lakia is in a pretty open position. I'm very concerned. Buzz definitely looking for his flight path into the site. Pretty soon it's going to start off. Texture tries to slow him down with paint shells, but an unsuspecting stacks comes up from vents.
ये लास्ट मैच है, हाँ ये वाला लास्ट मैच है इसका स्ट्रीम एंड कर। इसके बाद एक और मैच है, लेकिन एक और मैच नहीं करूंगा क्योंकि थोड़ा काम है, बहुत बढ़िया इंपॉर्टेंट काम है, एक और करना है। तो एक और मैं कर सकता था लेकिन अभी नहीं कर सकता, ये एक और काम आ गया अर्जेंट।
But all the footsteps around Munchkin, they have not yet found him. He tries to go in for the spray transfer, but darn, only able to get one. Lakia and Meteor now right around the corners. But they don't have the positioning. It's the same setup from before. One in garage, one on pillar, one back site. A multiple crossfire. Lakia's got the flash. He spotted off Buzz, but he doesn't have the time. Meteor has to go in quick alongside him. They have to dismantle this crossfire right quick. Able to get down the first, but then Bane swings the double kill to close out the map. DRX back on top against Gen G.
Well, that was a very dominant half here on Split. DRX do declare that they are the better Korean team on the day. It got pretty close down to the third map. It could have been anybody's game, but especially that second half of Split, DRX made it very clear that they were here to take the win tonight. Shout out to Genji, they had some nice moments, but was not enough to match DRX.
DRX जीत गई यार। चल जस्ट चैटिंग पे आ जाते हैं, जस्ट चैटिंग वगैरह कर लेते हैं, ठीक है। चल मेरा काम बता दे, मेरा काम बता दे। तेरा काम ये है कि आज स्ट्रीम में आना है तुम दोनों को, ठीक है, और बातें शातें करना है चैट में। जितना ज्यादा चैट में बातें शातें करोगे उतना लोग आएंगे स्ट्रीम देखने। शॉर्ट स्ट्रीम होगा, ठीक है। चल मैं निकलता हूँ यहाँ से क्योंकि मेरे को अभी करना है इम्पोर्टेंट काम। बाय बाय, मिलते हैं शाम में।
Close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.